Welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Creatives, and whether you're joining us with a coffee in hand during a creative block or during a drive, this podcast is for you. Let's dive in. Well, before the backstory, why don't you let everybody know who you guys are and what you do?
So we're Anika and Carson.
Yep.
And we run Amare Studios, a wedding photography and videography studio. And yeah, we serve couples all across Ontario.
Yeah, we do photo, video, Super 8, film photography. And I'd say as far as like what each of us does, I'd say you handle most of like client relations and you do photography. And then I'm much more the like back end nitty gritty of the business and then video.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I would say I do a lot of the like day-to-day client communications, and then Carson's always working on like the next new thing in the business.
Yeah.
You know, whatever that is. I mean, we've grown a lot
The
since
face
we
of the
started.
business and behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Which it's a great combo. Like we each get to do what we're passionate about, and
it fits our personalities as well.
Yeah. And would you say that those kind of roles that you guys have set for each other are kind of to your strengths?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like
I think we just kind of like
passionate.
fell into them over time, where it was like I was always like, oh, I want to do this, I want to pursue this.
Yeah.
And then Anika always wanted to kind of just be the face and be talking to people, because that was like the reason she got into it was the people. So
yeah. And pretty much I knew I wanted to do photography right off the bat.
Yeah.
And so that was clear. And Carson and I met working at Starbucks, and he saw what I was doing and thought it was pretty cool. And he was like, yo,
that's how we got his foot in the door.
this could be legit. Like, let's do this. And so, yeah, it was definitely helpful having him behind the scenes, like building it. And then it was a cool transition to be able to bring him on as a full partner. And then we started doing video, and
So take us a little bit behind the backstory.
Yeah.
Amare, right?
Yeah, Amare.
I feel like I should have asked beforehand how to pronounce it, but I got
both
it.
are fine.
Funny story. I said Amare for the first maybe 4 years.
Yeah.
And then realized I was saying it wrong.
What the actual word is.
Yeah. But no, I found the name. I was sitting at my parents' dining room table coming up with names. I wanted something cool. So I was looking at Latin words, and Amare means to love in Latin, which I knew I wanted to do wedding. So it was very fitting.
It's kind of, perfectly fitting.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. I think it's it almost makes it that you can like broaden the business and there's never like a limitation. I feel like kind of like 5-6 years ago or even longer, when people were starting, they just kind of like use their name and then photography or video, and it's like almost limiting. And that's why we kind of went in the direction of Toby Studio, is because there's so much that we can do with that.
Studio at the end, like you could really be anything.
Yeah, our goal is to have a studio.
Yeah,
see if that happens someday.
I think that's something we've talked about too. Is it'd be really cool to have a physical space one day. I don't know. Who knows?
It's a little bit of a tougher industry, I feel like, right now to get into, and like financially sustainable to have that, just because there's like so many of them, and the ones that are popular are typically so big already that you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what first inspired you guys as a couple to kind of like do this? Well, you had said you kind of started it beforehand, but as you guys got together, like what did that kind of look like to sit down and be like, hey, like this is something we can do?
I think it was kind of your dream to run like a real, like legit wedding photography studio. And sometimes that can be a lot for one person to kind of like do. And you were kind of doing it on your own, but it definitely had its limitations. And then I would work with you kind of as I could, but I always noticed that if I could be there all the time, there was like a lot more possibility, a lot more potential there. So I think it was like working, and I noticed that it could be a lot more if we were both in on it together. And that's kind of,
and there's so much freedom that comes along with doing it together. You know, we get to spend way more time together, work together. We're around each other a lot.
Yeah.
Which is it's really nice.
So starting the business together, how did you guys kind of define your style, like your creativity as your style, as you decided, like, obviously, because that's a big part of your branding, kind of your vision is to be like, hey, this is our style and this is what we're going to do. How did you kind of come to terms with that?
It definitely started with the photo side, since that's what came first. So I would say I really am inspired by a lot of different things, and I feel like my style is constantly evolving. Um, I would say it really started with a love for film photography,
Yep.
specifically. Like, I was very inspired by the film photos from my childhood, from my family.
Yeah.
And it started with just those candid moments inspired by film. And then I started incorporating different things, a little bit of editorial, you know, writing all the trends throughout the years. The one that I always come back to was when we started, sparkler photos were so popular.
Yeah, like sparkler exits and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that like is completely gone now, which is interesting. So we're just riding the waves.
Yeah.
But
things are a lot more like direct flash editorial
we're doing a lot of
these
that
days, so we do that a lot more.
And I personally find it fun to constantly evolve the style. I don't like staying the same, but I think at the core, like, documentary is going to stay the core.
Yeah, how you capture their day.
Yeah.
So do you feel like over time you have changed in your, let's say, editing style?
That as well, yeah. I would say started off very natural. And then there was the 2020s of like very golden, very warm. And then we went back to a nice middle ground, natural kind of edit.
Do you feel like that has been something that has been a struggle to change with the way the industry has changed, or do you feel like that's just been better?
I think for us it works well. And I think it also works because it matches our love of just constantly changing.
Yeah.
And it also matches what the market wants at any given time. So I think it works pretty well. And then video, we developed that style after the photo side.
Right.
So started out very documentary and candid, like very much home video style.
Yeah.
I'd say
we always define it as like it's like a 4K home video with like really good audio.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. And people really like that. People want that.
And then we still change things from time to time with that as well.
Especially based on like client preference as well. Like, as much as we have a style for video, I think it depends a lot more on like what the client is specifically looking for, and then we adapt to that. Especially having like a team of a few videographers, like there's always kind of like that tool in our back pocket to be able to fill whatever the client's looking for.
And what does disagreement look like with you guys? Because it's a whole different ballpark when you are not only business partners, but you're also partners in life as well. What does it look like when you get into, if you do have times of disagreement?
I'm going to do a callback to our marriage counseling that our priest did with us. We learned that our conflict style is very compatible. Like, we're very much collaborators.
Right.
So I would say, honestly, anytime that we each have a different idea, we just talk until we both come together on something.
And I feel like if there's ever an impasse, there's definitely like how would I say, it's like a structure within the way that we've built the business, where it's like, these are the things that you have like final say on, and these are the things that I have final say on, so that there's never like this everlasting impasse where things don't move forward, which I think is something that I definitely learned as experience with working with other businesses. Is like, if there's not that proper like
chain of
I
command.
don't want to say call it chain of command, but people who have like responsibilities and roles over certain things, they're just going to get stuck. And
But I feel like that's valuable to have that, where it's kind of like, hey, this is like the different areas that we each have that is kind of like our spot. It's what we're passionate about. It's what we love. And at the end of the day, if we can't come to an agreement, then this person will have the say over these areas and that areas. And with that, what would be a description of a unforgettable client experience for you guys? Like, what's your
being flown to Italy?
Yeah.
Like
nice.
an experience that like we had with a client, or that we gave
Like
a client.
what?
What do you?
Let's do both. I like that. What's the best experience you guys have had with a client?
Yeah, the Italy wedding has to be the top, because it was crazy. It was like
we went to the Dolomites.
We went to like the Dolomites, and that's like where their family was from. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was like a multi-day thing too. So their wedding day was in the village where his family grew up. So very
Which is like
classic.
the tiniest village in the Italian mountains. It was crazy. Yeah.
I never would have seen that place otherwise, which was really cool. And then we drove 5 hours to the Dolomites the next day.
Yeah.
And then what would what would be a client experience that a couple would experience from you guys? Like, what is your kind of like, this is what we want people to experience when they hire us?
Yeah. So I think we really want to be reliable. Like, we really want to be trustworthy. So beyond just taking awesome photos, I think it's really important to have people trust you and also collaborate with our couples. Like, I don't want to just show up to someone's wedding day not having spoken to them about their vision, not having understood their family. Those things I think are really important. And I need to know the shots that matter most to them so that nothing gets missed, because it's a wedding day and it's very important.
Can't miss anything.
Exactly.
And yeah, I think we also want to be a good energy on the day. Like,
right.
We try not to show when things are going wrong. Like, if their timeline's going way off, we're like, it's fine.
Try and keep it. It's all good. It's all good. No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was something that we gathered from our experience getting married as well, is like how much your vendors impact the way that your wedding day goes.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, like you are paying a lot to get married. So like sometimes just making sure that you have the people with the right energy and the right vibe and the right vision all set up in place can kind of all like come together to create something bigger than itself and create like a really good energy on your day. Like our wedding, we knew all of our vendors, we really liked them, and it just came together really well. And so we experience both sides of that when we're working at weddings. Sometimes vendors just aren't as cooperative as they could be, and we really want to try and be.
And like sometimes even we notice vendors aren't as couple centric.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it should be all about the couple.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah.
What was it like planning a wedding? Like after like being in the industry together for a bit, working, and then being like,
real.
oh, now we're getting flipped on the other side and we are planning. What was that kind of like?
We did it pretty quick.
We did it. Yeah, we did it in like 6 months, 4 months.
Yeah.
No, 6.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it was 6. It was a little stressful, but we kind of knew what we wanted.
Yeah.
And I think there was even in a more stressful part of it is like how much we knew that actually goes on a wedding day. So we wanted to be involved in all of it, right? Whereas like usually I feel like people are hiring people and then you're almost like outsourcing that responsibility. Yeah. Whereas we became very involved in all those responsibilities.
Yeah. It's almost hard not to. I feel like when we had our wedding too, we were kind of lucky that we had our wedding during COVID, so I didn't end up having like a full-fledged wedding.
Yeah.
But even what we did have, I was kind of like, it's kind of hard to not think about, oh, when's the catering gonna get here? When's this gonna happen? When's that gonna happen? And kind of like be on top of it.
Like, I think everyone should hire a planner or coordinator.
Yeah.
Like, for real, we did not. I don't know why. Like, everyone should hire one. And I think that's another thing, is sometimes that job kind of gets put on the photographer as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we do a lot of planning, coordinating on because we're just there with the couple the whole time.
Yeah.
And I think in prep that can make sense, but on the day it's like very helpful if your photographer, your videographer doesn't have to worry about doing that, because then their full focus goes towards capturing moments instead of trying to help manage the day as well.
Yeah, that's fair. What's one of the roughest experiences you've had with a wedding?
Gosh, there's one where the makeup artist, I mean, I love makeup artists. I just want to say, and hairstylists, but this specific makeup artist didn't do weddings. Or I think it was the hairstylist, actually. The hairstylist, didn't do weddings. And so
a whole different ballpark for everything.
It was very much like, okay, bride's supposed to be ready. Okay, now we're 20 minutes late. Just checking in. How long?
Yeah.
5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Another 15 minutes goes by. Okay, just checking in. Bride's starting to stress out. And it ended up being, I think, we were there about an hour and a half after we were supposed to leave.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It was one of those things where we were just like, it's fine, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
But at the end of the day, like if you are on your wedding day and it's going like that, like it was very much fine. Like it's still okay.
You know?
Like,
And we made it work.
Yeah.
We honestly did. Like there's always a way to make it work.
Yeah.
We ended up having the groom just head to the venue.
Yeah.
And then we did all of his getting ready shots at the venue. So
I feel like I'm on the side of like when those times have happened to me, I try and match the energy of the bride. I know this doesn't work for everybody, but I'll notice like if the bride is like trying to rush people, then I'll try and be like, hey guys, let's move along, because I'm like, I'm going to match what she wants. And so if she's feeling stressed, then I don't want to stress, but I want to move people along. But if she's like just having fun and enjoying, then it's like whatever. It's that hard sell too of, but also thinking like, oh, I'm going to have to be here, 2 more hours. Do I say something to them? I don't really want to like bring that up right now. And you're kind of like trying to balance that. Yeah.
And it's tough when you're getting the wrong info.
Yeah.
5 minutes is like, okay, I can wait 5 minutes.
15 minutes is a whole different
right. Yeah, an hour. Anyways.
What does the blend look like with weddings to kind of blend the art, business, and relationships together?
Well, I think we're a little bit blessed because you're much more an artist and I'm much more the business side. So blending it has been a lot easier. I'm just not as concerned. Like I let her make all of the artistic visionary decisions and I just kind of follow through. Yeah. And then you kind of let me do a lot of the business related decisions. Yeah. So that makes it a lot easier. And I could definitely see how it'd be difficult for one person to have to like manage and like switch roles all the time, because they require like a much different like mindset to move through those things.
And then in terms of relationships, like I think I go to a lot of like networking events, and I would say I'm more so the extrovert. The pair here. So yeah, I mean, we always just try and connect with vendors on wedding days and go to these networking events or
relationship with other people.
Yeah, I would say your guys' relationship, because I think that's a huge part of weddings is like when my wife and I started doing, because my wife she has a full-time job as well, and so but she still helps me with the business. Like she takes care of all of the business side of things because she's an accountant and incredibly smart with all that. And if I took care of that, we would be broke fast. But we had to kind of learn from each other's like balances of like, it was hard for us at first to like shoot wedding days together because I was always in like just like a go really fast pace. Like I just got to do whatever I need to do, not necessarily thinking like, no, we should probably just like chat about this together really quick and kind of think of that. Do you guys ever find it like when you started like difficult to learn how to work together, or did it kind of just click?
The first year was hard.
I think I was a little bossy.
That's definitely me.
And, it was new, so I was like very much on his ass about stuff. And then I would say the next year got a lot easier.
Significantly easier. And I think just like allowing each other the freedom to just work how we want to work and not trying to impede on each other too much works really well.
Also that trust.
There has to be trust, of course.
And being like, I know you're gonna get what you need to get. Get what I need.
And how you get there isn't as important as just getting there, right? Because we both get to final products in very different ways.
He's very relaxed and I'm very not relaxed.
That I would say that's the opposite with Hadley and I. I can be very relaxed, or I can be like stressed, or like, oh, I need to get something done, but not show that. I can just come across as very relaxed. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned about your guys' selves as you have partnered to run the business and grow it together?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
What is the biggest thing that you've learned? What's the biggest thing you've learned about me through running the business? And then maybe I can reflect on that and find something.
There we go.
I think this guy's super smart. I'm like,
damn,
this guy.
I think it's taught me just like how capable I actually am. And that's like a big hurdle to get over, because it has like, we definitely started working together, and now I've started working with different businesses, kind of orienting them in the right direction, kind of the way that I've oriented us in the right direction. So that's been really cool.
I definitely could see him being like a business consultant, like down the line, because he's very good at that.
For weddings specifically, or the wedding industry, or just like in general.
I've worked with like travel brands. I've worked with my friend's company. They're like a water treatment membrane company. Just because like every business has a lot of similarities in the way that they have to have like proper systems to run efficiently, and just like it's all just one big puzzle, and they can be very similar sometimes.
Yeah.
And then
for you, I've definitely learned how good you are with people and how good you are at like operating on the fly and making people feel comfortable and coming up with a solution at the same time.
Nice.
Your like on day performance is like top notch.
Nice. I save it for the wedding days for sure.
Yeah.
That's good. Can you share, if you want to, a mistake that strengthened your guys' like communication and trust together?
Mistake.
If you can think of one. Maybe you haven't had one.
I think like on wedding days, there's definitely been like when I was learning video, I think learning that I was going to make mistakes was like a big thing that you said strengthened our relationship. Yeah. I think like me learning how to do video really strengthened our relationship because I made so many mistakes. And at the beginning, I feel like you weren't as okay with mistakes, but over time we became very comfortable with each other making mistakes, and that being like a perfectly fine thing. Like people are gonna make
even
mistakes.
On the back, I'm like, damn, I responded to this email like later than I wanted to. And vice versa. Okay, and it's like, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I feel like I struggle with that one a lot. The emails, we got an email over like the Easter weekend, Good Friday, and I was like, I don't want to respond to this, but I'm also like, they're probably not. It might get lost, but I was like, no, I'm gonna respond to it anyways because I don't want to wait. But then you always have the thought of like, if I wait too long, are they going to are they sending out like 7 emails to 7 different vendors right now? And then the worst is when you don't hear back. And it's like, is that just tell me if you want to move, like if you want to go to someone else. That's all I want to know. Like, you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
I hate getting ghosted.
I specifically
that's my biggest pet peeve.
Hate getting ghosted after I've done a call with someone.
Oh, that's the worst because it's like it's not even like an email. It's like we had a face-to-face
like a call.
It feels like I feel like the sales process feels like dating, low-key. Like I feel like I just got ghosted.
Like speed dating.
Like this hurts.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to get used to each other. You're trying to trust the other get like the other person to trust you. And then they just ghost you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
I feel like our like sales process is pretty like in depth as well. Like we go through a lot with couples before they make the decision.
Yeah.
What does that look like? What does that process look like when someone reaches out?
Yeah, so at the moment, immediately after they inquire, it takes them to a specific landing page on the website that has, next steps, my cell number in case it goes to spam so they can text me, our wedding guide, and then they immediately get an email response with their pricing info. So like right away, at least that lands in the inbox. And
so
then
an automated one that comes from the website inquiries.
Yep. And then we send a personalized response and text within 2 days.
Well, you send them a video now.
I send a video as a text.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very different.
It makes it a lot easier to like.
And it makes it like a little more personal.
Yeah.
This is just a message from somebody whose face I've seen. It's a video of their face and they're talking.
Yeah. And I think in like our current like very AI coded communication ecosystem that exists in the world right now, like just seeing someone's face gives a lot more trust and
hopefully I'm not weirding people out by showing up
answering their phone as a video is person they've never met before.
I'm like, I don't know. And then we just kind of go back and forth. I mean, the next step is really to just get on a call together.
Yeah.
And then
and then what, like when you're on a call with them, like what kind of questions and like how do you
I'm still
I see it, but...
I'm always still changing that a little bit.
Yeah.
One thing I'm doing now is I'm walking through relevant galleries that are similar to their wedding venue or their style that they're looking for.
Right,
I think that's really good to do.
Yeah.
And I really am just trying to ask questions and like learn about their day and like what is important to them.
Yeah.
Like I don't really pitch myself. I don't really sit down and like go through a speech on like how we work, what we do.
Right.
I more so ask
I think I don't do that either.
Yeah.
I more just try to gauge the couple and I try
it's
and
a vibe
I try to get to know them and like know about their wedding day, but then just them as a couple and how they met and what their life is kind of like, what they do for work instead of like, I feel like that's more of like a personal way. It's like, hey, it's more of like, not just sitting down and being like, how can I make money off of you? It's how can I, like, are we a good fit?
Exactly.
Because as much as a couple want the photographer, videographer to be a good fit, I feel like as vendors, you also want to feel like the client's a good fit for you.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be somebody that becomes, you don't want to work with.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Luckily, we haven't really had much of that.
Yeah.
So
I feel like since we've taken that approach, we don't have clients that we dislike working with.
Yeah,
ever.
I love our
years
clients.
we haven't had a client that we've been like, oh, that wasn't the best experience. Like they've all been fantastic.
Yeah.
Even when we've had issues or things go wrong, they're fantastic because we understand each other.
Yeah. I feel like I don't think we've ever had a couple that we had like a problem with or that we had issues with. We've had some couples that we had other people say like, hey, can you step in and like shoot this for us? And we've done that and did not like the couple, but we didn't really have a choice to pick at that point.
Yep.
What does marketing, kind of, we're talking about business and connecting with clients, what is like marketing in such a AI world that everything is shifting to and how the industry has shifted over times? What does like marketing look like for you guys to kind of like to get clients?
Yeah. So we have a pretty full-fledged system right now. So I try to stay consistent on Instagram. That's the biggest driver of our inquiries.
Yep.
And I have a virtual assistant now who helps me with a lot of that stuff.
Nice.
Which has been life-changing.
Yeah.
They also help with
AI apps.
Sorry?
Is it one of the AI apps, like use Claude or one of those?
Oh, so I actually have like a human virtual assistant.
Oh, a human virtual assistant.
But I do use Claude too. I would say I use
Claude. That's better. I like that it's a person.
There's a human too. We do use both. I would say I still like to steer the ship. Like I like to use Claude for ideas, and obviously I still have final say over everything. I still make sure everything's in our brand voice and is useful to people. I don't want something to just be like AI slop. Like, no.
Right.
And then from there, I just assign all of the content that I need to my VA, and then I oversee it all because I don't love editing reels. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's especially when recently I've been trying to do it, and every time I try, Instagram is not working.
I know.
Like something is not working, and it's the most brutal thing. And that's the easiest way to do it. I'm like, oh, I could just like do it in my video editor, but it's like Instagram, like you kind of want to just grab like the popular music that's trending and like use that. But I have thought about just hiring somebody to do all my social media stuff for me.
It's very helpful.
So like I hate it so much.
I tell everyone.
I hate having it on my phone.
Yeah.
So I don't have it on, and I'll just like, which is more annoying because now if I'm like, oh, I should see if we've gotten any comments, interact with people, I have to like go to my computer just to do it.
I mean, I respect that. Like I'm constantly locked out of my Instagram. Like I'm always
15 minutes exceeded for the day.
No, like I have an app that locks me out.
Oh, do you have the
it's called Opal.
Oh, okay, it's a little
and I highly recommend it. But
makes it a little trickier to grow a business.
It does.
It's all about social media.
Yeah.
It is so interesting because I had an episode a couple back with someone who he's a photographer mentor of mine, and he started like when all it was film.
Oh, wow.
Like, and he's like, if you wanted to get clients, your only way to get a client was to go physically to the wedding shows. Show your film work, and then you invite the couple back to your house.
Wow.
He's like, that was the standard. Like you would have the couples come to your house, you'd chat, you'd show them the physical like galleries of what you've done for weddings. And I'm like, it is crazy how the times have changed.
I will say we have done face-to-face meetings with multiple.
Those are my favorite. If the couple are close enough, I always am like, hey, let's meet at a coffee shop. Just adds that more personal element, and you're not just like jumping on a call and diving right into business. You're kind of like grabbing coffee and
it's like dating.
So true. That's the best. I think that's the best way I've heard described getting clients. Just like first date.
Yeah.
Amazing. Before we wrap, I have 10 rapid fire questions.
Okay.
One of them will be you. I think you can both answer them. They're like pretty. They're pretty quick. What's your go-to coffee order?
Flat white.
Flat white.
Oh, that is so good. I love that. I love that so
With
much.
like a quarter of a raw sugar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had it that way. I'll
do a bit more, but that's fine.
Yeah, the flat white. That is the best way. Like if you want to judge a cafe you've never been to before,
100%.
flat white, get that. And if they instantly are like, we can do that.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be correct.
Or it just doesn't have that like bite that you want a flat white to have. Because I feel like a flat white really accentuates the flavor of like what the coffee actually is.
Yes.
Yeah. You can actually taste what the coffee is.
And it's not overloaded. I feel like a latte is just a little overloaded with milk.
Yeah.
What's one song you have on repeat right now? If you're big music lover.
I don't listen to a lot of music. Random YouTube workflow
you know
playlists.
What we listen to a lot? I'm listening to a lot of jazz house.
Like jazz house stuff just on the TV in the background while we're living life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Music or silence while you're working? Let's say like while you're working like at your desk or
depends on the kind of work. If it's easy and I just need to get through it, then music. And if it's like I need to be really focusing and I'm kind of like learning new things, then no music.
I would say if there's something difficult I'm trying to do, I actually do music because it gets me going. So
get you rocking.
Yeah, it gets me motivated.
What about when you're editing?
Music or podcasts. Usually actually podcasts. I do a lot of podcasts while I edit.
That's good.
Like maybe I'll listen to this later.
There you go.
Listen back.
Favorite TV show or movie? Either currently or all time.
I'll say mine is Seinfeld. That's my most rewatched.
That's a good one.
Wow. That's a crazy question. I guess we've been talking a lot about Dune. So Dune 2.
Okay. That is good. I never watched Dune 2. I should probably watch it. I watched the first one, but
we watched it in IMAX. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's a big fan.
We're so excited. Well, I'm so excited for the third one.
I am excited. I am excited
too.
Morning person or night owl?
I would say I'm morning.
I know, I'm a night owl.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's where we get our time.
That's where we get our free time.
Weirdest habit that your partner has, the other person has.
Oh gosh. Weirdest habit?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
What classifies as weird?
I don't know if I don't know weird necessarily. The one that I give as an example that like a weird habit that I have is in my office. I have 3 lamps.
Okay.
And I have to turn them all on. It's kind of an OCD, but kind of a habit. I have to turn them all on in the same order every time.
I'll say this guy falls asleep listening to podcasts or something all the time, which I find so odd.
Yeah, I don't know.
You'd be pretty engaged in a podcast.
Yeah,
and just put them right to sleep.
Yeah. That's how I fall asleep. Yeah, fall asleep on the couch all the time. I don't know any weird habits that you have. I can't think of anything.
I'm so normal.
But that's the thing.
That's perfect.
There's too many.
Yeah. Maybe it's just all normal.
Sweet or salty snacks?
Salty.
Look at that. There you go. What sparks your creativity?
I'd say, maybe time to rest, time in nature.
Yeah,
like
I'd say a challenge, something that like engages me and challenges me usually sparks my creativity.
That's awesome. I like that one. Create or loan or collaborate?
I think I like collaborating.
I think so too. Yeah, I think I have the best kind of conversations and stuff when I'm collaborating with someone else.
Bouncing off of other people. And the last one, if you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I would love to be invisible.
Yeah. Then you're just never in the way when it comes to a wedding day, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like being observed, but I like to observe.
That's
so
fair. You like to people
watch.
watch.
I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
I think the answer I always give is like being able to like fly or teleport, just like getting from place to place, getting to go where I want, whenever I want would be
getting there so
that'd
fast.
be great. Yeah.
That's good. Awesome.
That's very useful. Teleportation, like
that's true. Just pick up your gear and you're there before you know it.
Yeah.
That was fantastic, guys. Thank you so much for being on the podcast, and I appreciate you even hosting. You guys will notice that we're in a little bit of a different spot today, so thank you guys for that, and appreciate your time.
Yeah, this was really fun. Thank you
it was
for
a good time.
having us.
Thank you.